Alright, welcome back to another episode of Roguetech. So, I'm gonna be completely honest. At the end of last episode, I was very tired. And it is now a couple days later, and I only remember doing 2 blackouts. I can't tell you what happened during either of them, but I have a note here that says, build ridiculous Highlander. So, let's do that. And wow, I didn't even pass time. They're still all fatigued and everything. Financial report. Yeah, I literally just dropped everything and left. So yeah, we have a Highlander. It's a pirate Highlander. MRM 40, mega flames in the background, melded into its left torso. Cockpit changed to include 2 red buttons with words more missiles and all the missiles. Okay, so that's what I must have meant by ridiculous. So let's see what it means. Megas. Okay, it's really busted. It does have a radical proto double heatsink kit, and a core, and an engine. Has that happened with every assault mech we've built this playthrough? I know it happened with the Atlas. That's why the Atlas still has a light engine. It happened with Glory. And this is the 3rd... Wow. Yeah, I definitely don't want to quit this playthrough anytime soon if it's just going to hand me functional assault mechs all the time. Okay, so this MRM 40 Pirate is indeed built in. 17 tons. -1 accuracy, standard for an MRM. 25 chance to misfire in ×80 mode. Wow. So this thing, it's an Ultra MRM 40? No, it's like half of a rack MRM 40. Wow. Okay, so it could fire 120 missiles per round. 55 chance to misfire, but jam modifier is to mitigate. Okay. It can fire 120 missiles in an alpha strike. That's 600 damage. Wow. Weapon can explode for 80 damage per shot loaded. Okay. Does that mean... Surely that doesn't mean per missile. That per shot probably applies to the same rules as autocannons, right? So if you're firing it in ×1 mode, it's 80 damage. ×2 mode would be 160 damage, and ×3 mode. And of course somebody decides to start firing off fireworks in the middle of my recording. I apologize for that. Well, I'm definitely not going to start the recording over, because this isn't going to happen again. Oh, that's annoying. Right, so... I really do apologize for that. I'm going to wait for him to finish and continue. Alright, they seem to be done. Sorry again about that. So, we do have a leg-spiked boots as well, so plus 5% to kick attack damage, 1 additional kick attack, and plus 5 multiplier to kick attack stability damage. Okay. Okay. 0.9 tons. Wait a second. This thing also had crazy affinities, didn't it? Yes, minus 25% death from above self-damage, and plus 25% death from above damage dealt, and then plus 15% death from above damage and stability, minus 50% death from above stability self-damage. So, it takes half the stability damage it would normally take for set death from above, and does an extra 25% damage, while taking 25% less damage. So, at some point, we definitely need to throw some assault jump jets on that thing, and give it a shot. At 160 drops, whenever a mech warrior has 160 drops in this thing, it gets 1 evasion ignore with missiles. Which again, if we're firing 120 MRMs with one evasion ignored, that's nutty. But yeah, we're gonna have to really think about these jam modifiers to reduce, like, what do I even have that would reduce jam modifiers? Do I have anything is the question. Is any of this... No. This is not minus jamming. This is not minus jamming. So, recoil reduction has no impact on jamming, right? Except for, like, autocannons and stuff, right? No. Inner Sphere, Advanced Target Computer, minus 20% multiplier to jam chance. So, that would allow us, theoretically, with the good mech warrior with high gunnery, that would allow us to fire the times 80 mode without it misfiring. And if I understand misfires correctly, it has to misfire 3 times to blow up. So, as long as it only misfires, like if it misfires once, we can just stop shooting it times 80. And times 80 is still 400 damage per round. So we're definitely putting Advanced Target Computer in that to reduce the jam. So I think that's how it works. Minus 20% jam chance with a 25 misfire chance would be 5% left. I think. Unless it's multiplicative, in which case that only reduces the 25 by 20%, which would be like 5. So it would be down to a 20% chance from a 25% chance. I'm sure we'll find out. I mean, if that thing misfires the first 1 or 2 times we shoot it times 80, then we'll know, okay, that's not how that works. But if it doesn't misfire after we fire it 2 or 3 or 4 times, then that definitely is how it works. Yeah, these are all fire control systems. Fire control Predator doesn't, no, it doesn't. Okay. You know, it would be interesting if Pirate Fire Control System reduced, like, specifically misfire chance. Like, if it didn't do anything to jam chance, but if it just specifically reduced misfire chance, that would be funny. So what kind of cockpit would we put in it? Definitely want 1 gunnery. Yeah, no, this is definitely not the mech for a D9 Mark II. I think we'd go gunnery A and B, definitely. Because the more gunnery we have, the lower our jam chance. And gunnery can go above 10. So, gunnery good. Rangefinder's not really necessary, because the MRMs are pretty limited range. I mean, sight distance is always good to have. Sure. Negate no visuals 40 meters out. So, okay, so that leaves sensors. Air 24 sheath beacon. Maybe. Huh. Sensors missile range. I mean, that would be an extra 100 meters. And that would be an extra 60 or so meters optimal range, which would actually increase our accuracy. I think I'm actually going to go missiles range on sensors. Because A, it'll allow us to fire further than we otherwise could. And B, it'll actually give us more of an accuracy increase. Well, then again, it's only 50 meters. That's like 2 hexes. So for that 2 hex range, it would give us like +4 accuracy, but maybe tracker would be better. Because, I mean, short range is only 120 meters. So as long as we're not standing, like, point blank, as long as there's 4 or so hexes between us and the target, tracker sensors is going to give us better accuracy. And it's an assault mech. It's got a 270 core. So that's a 3-4 movement with a pirate engine. So 40% run multiplier, plus 50% jump distance. So once we get those assault jump jets in, that's cool. Yeah, so I think I'm actually going to leave the pirate engine. Again, I really want to try this Death from Above. We need... Did it already have... That didn't just... No, it didn't have... I forget what they're called, but there's leg components that reduce Death from Above damage. We really need to get some of those too. Like an assault mech landing on you. That's terrifying. Do we even have MRM ammo? Let me see. SRM, MRM. Okay. So we have 2 bins of MRM ammo. If we're firing times 80, that's, what, 5 shots? Yeah, that's 5 shots. So we need at least 4 bins of ammo. But, I mean, we'll go ahead and put in what we've got. I mean, we do have improved, so we not only negate the -1 accuracy, but give it an additional +1. That's cool. And then incendiary, if we're firing 80 missiles and each one's doing 2 heat damage, then that will overheat pretty much anything. So what else? What other weapon systems do we want to put in? Well, let's go tracker sensors, because the tracker sensors will also help the other weapon systems that we put in. It's got 2 ballistic hardpoints, 4 energy hardpoints, and a support hardpoint. So we wouldn't be able to put any more missile weapons in, so the sensor's missile range would only be for the MRM. One thing worth considering, it probably works the same way that an autocannon, or an ultra autocannon does, or a rack. So firing it times 80 probably generates 36 heat. And firing at 120 probably generates, 54 heat? So we gotta keep in mind, this can do up to 54 heat on its own. Then the pirate engine is 20 heat per turn when active. So that's already 74 heat. So we're gonna need a lot of protos. We can't put engine heat sinks because it's a radical proto double heatsink kit. Okay. I need some Apollo MRMs. I mean, it's already one evasion ignore, so... Yeah, but Apollo MRMs would give the accuracy bonus like improved, but also give evasion ignore on top of the battle computer evasion ignore. And it wouldn't be, the Apollo missiles wouldn't be 50% more likely to be intercepted by AMS. So we definitely need some Apollo ammo, but that's going in there. I'm going to throw in a battle computer energy as well, because it does have 4 energy hardpoints. Can I throw a mask in? I can throw a mask in. See, masks don't increase your heat any, but they do still give the 50% run multiplier, which actually stacks with the 40% run multiplier from the pirate engine. So that means our 3-4 sprint would turn into an 8 sprint. Yeah. The question now really is, do we put a clan mask, which weighs less, or do we put a inner spear mask? Because our mech warriors aren't that good yet when it comes to piloting. And so the 15% fail chance on activation for the clan mask is compared to a 10% fail chance on activation for the regular mask. So you don't need as much piloting to activate an inner sphere mask for the first round. You might have to immediately turn it off for the second round, but you don't need as much piloting to use it every other round. And the pirate, yeah, the pirate fire control, or the pirate engine also has a 10% fail chance on activation. So it would actually require more piloting to use the clan mask than it would to use the pirate engine. But the benefit of the clan mask is it's only 15% additional failure chance on consecutive turns as compared to 20%. So the inner sphere mask we're going to have to turn on and off a lot more, even once our mech warriors get higher piloting. But I think since we have the tonnage to play with, it's only like an extra, what, 1 ton? 0.9 tons. Okay, so it's only an extra 0.9 tons. That's fine. What else are we doing? Yeah, I think this is going to be the mech with the stabilized ultralight. Okay. Clan Exchanger, absolutely. Clan Exchangers really go with Protos because it gives minus 15 heat per turn, as compared to the Exchanger Double Plus, which reduces weapon heat generated by 15% instead, but only generates 9 heat per turn, I believe. And since we're going to be throwing in a whole lot of Proto Double Heat Sinks, then, yeah, the percent reduction, the percent weapon heat generation reduction for the Proto Double Heat Sinks synergizes better with the extra minus 6 heat per turn. So, right now we're sinking 89 heat, and it says Alpha Strike 0 heat. Is it because this was damaged and it just hasn't been repaired yet? I think so. Anyway, so we still have 26 tons. We are running out of slots, though. 10 fixed slots, so no, we're definitely not using reflective coating. We could throw a turret mount on the MRM-40 to increase the amount of accuracy, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone because, yeah. Well, then again, if it explodes, it's probably going to take out that side torso. But pirate engines only have 2 slots in each side torso, so I think they still play by the same rules as light engines and Clan XL engines. I think it's just a modified light engine. So it can still lose the side torso without us losing the mech. If our MRM-40 ever explodes and takes out the side torso, we are immediately punching out because I don't want to lose everything else. I'd rather lose the gunnery A and B and the, the rangefinder and tracker sensors and everything than have the, battle computers, mask, and protos just all gone. Do we use composite in this build? Do we need it? Because here's the thing. We have 4 energy hardpoints and 2 ballistic hardpoints. If we have enough tonnage, we can do some nutty stuff here. Let's sketch out. Wait a second. Okay, so okay. All right. So hear me out. We don't need so many protos. We don't need so many protos. Am I really gonna do this? That's the question. This thing... So we're already gonna have a big focus on reducing jam chance, right? So that means we're gonna also be negating the 30% jam chance from the Ultra Autocannon 20s. And if we're firing... If we're firing ×2 on both the Ultra Autocannon 20s, that's 800 damage. If we're firing even just in the ×80 mode, that's a 1200 damage Alpha Strike. And what's really funny what's really, really funny to me is that with the range being similar, we want to get into the same range for both. And we have a mask and a pirate engine to do it. So, what I think I might even do... So let's see, right now we're at 3-4. Which, a 270 core is, I believe, the lowest we can go and still get 3-4. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2-3. So no, we definitely want the 3-4. We don't have enough slots for Pharaoh, unless we... I mean, if we put in Clan Pharaoh and Composite, we can actually do this. Drop the battle computer energy. We're actually overcooling. Oh no, we wouldn't be overcooling, that's right, because the Ultra's, the 44 heat is the double tap. But the MRM 40, it says 18 heat for times 40, which means it would be 36 heat. So we'd actually be generating an extra 18 heat if we went times 80 mode. So we definitely need another proto. Definitely need another proto. Okay. So, I mean, actually we probably would need another proto on top of that. We don't have any Apollo right now, so we're gonna leave out the Artemis. How can we reduce the recoil? Weapon mount recoil? Yeah, that's a thing. So that's -2 recoil and +1 accuracy, which is the same as regular lower arm. But actually, I think the -2 recoils, so we could actually do that, which slightly helps our heat efficiency. Now, the problem here, we could drop that because we need extra tonnage. The problem here is just ammo. Like, as hilarious as this would be, like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Because even with 2 double bins... No, 2 double bins would be plenty of ammo for the Ultra Autocan 20s. But we would need at least 2 more bins of MRM ammo. So that means we would need 4 more tons. And I do not know how we could possibly get it. I have absolutely no idea how we could get 4 tons. Oh yeah. Since we're not doing that, let's go back to the drawing board. I did want to check out, is the TSM... Oh, I got the mask in there. Is the TSM legitimately 0 tons? It is. So it's just 0 tons, and when you're above 27 heat, you deal 1.5 times melee damage and gain 60 meters of walk distance. And it increases your carrying weight by double. I'd rather have the mask. I want to be able to activate it. But that is interesting. And as far as electronic countermeasures go, Clan Guardian and Clan Active. Sure. So what weapons are we going to use? I mean, we could just stick with the theme. Light PPCs plus Capacitator. I believe in damage mode they deal the same damage as a regular PPC, but only weigh 4 tons. And I believe in RF mode they fire twice. So they generate 44 heat each and deal 60 damage, potentially, if they both hit. But they also apply the ECM jamming stack twice. So that's actually really interesting, especially since, once again, we're trying to cut down on our jam, our modifier, our misfire chance. So we're going to be stacking up jam modifiers as much as we can anyway. And this has less misfire chance than the MRMs, so we can do that. I mean, that's interesting. Okay, so the Pirate MRM, those slots have to be in the side torso with the Pirate MRM. Okay, so I basically have one slot over there. Alright. So yeah, our heat efficiency we have to keep in mind. We have an extra 18 heat if we're firing times 80, and an extra 38 total heat if we have the Pirate engine activated. So that's 38 extra heat beyond what it's showing. So we're already at 77 heat with just this. And then if we're firing the PPCs on rate of fire mode, that's an extra 44. Like, we need a lot of protos to do this. And again, for all I know, I could be completely wrong about how misfire works, and it could just explode the first time we try to use it. So that brings us to 33 with 89 sinking. So that's 53. Yeah, so that's 53. And then the Pirate MRM would be another 18 minus whatever percentage from the protos. So let's just say 15. So extra 35 there would be 68. So that would leave us with that many protos. We would still have another 11. No, 21. Jeez, math. 21 heat. So we could only fire one light PPC at ×2, or on rate of fire. Or rapid fire, or whatever RF stands for. Unless I'm wrong, unless it only generates 22 heat even when we fire RF mode. In which case, that 21 heat could go towards something like... we have a lot of tonnage left, actually. We actually have a lot of tonnage left. So we do need to keep in mind we need at least 2 more tons for ammo. But... maybe we do 2 medium X pulses. I mean, we're already at 2 million C-bills doing all this. I really like the idea of the Ultra Autocannon 20s, though. I wish I could make that work. So maybe... maybe we don't do medium X pulses. Maybe we legitimately just do 1 UAC-20. And a single double bin. Oh wait, no. 12. It goes through 2 shots. Okay, so we actually need 2 double bins per UAC-20. Okay. Well then, so that would be 12 Alpha Strikes. Which is plenty. Especially since we have to close distance to start firing. And we still need 2 tons for the MRMs, for more MRM ammo. Which means we also need 2 slots. And our heat efficiency is not good enough with the Pirate engine running and firing the MRM in ×4 or ×80 mode. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to fire at times 120. 55% chance is just too high, unless I'm absolutely desperate. But this would require us to get 2 more slots somehow. I mean, the light PPC would give us 2 slots and 4 tons. So what if I put the proto on that arm, drop that, and then just use the left side as a shield side? I mean, risking losing 1 proto and having an MRM ammo explosion. But, I mean, if the MRM 40 gets destroyed, it's automatically still there if we repair. So, losing the left side isn't nearly as damaging as losing the right side. Do we put the light PPC plus capacitator on that side? And then we also, that's right, we were going to put the weapon mount heat for the +2 accuracy with the Ultra Autocannon 20. I mean, the -2% weapon heat generated neat, and -1 recoil, as well as the weapon mount recoil, which gives a further -2 recoil and +1 accuracy, which is still there from the lower arm anyway. So that means this thing should not have any more recoil, right? -1, -2, and then pilot with geez, I cannot think tonight. Military or ex-military, yeah. Or even focus fire if they're not military or ex-military. Yeah, that would actually completely negate the recoil of the Ultra Autocannon 20, because I'm pretty sure the weapon mount recoil is for all weapons -2 recoil. And who knows, maybe recoil does actually help with misfire chance and we just don't know. But then again, do I really want to risk losing my weapon mount recoil by having it on my, quote, shield side? I think I'd rather have a mech warrior with military and focus fire. Although bandit would be nice if we're firing off 80 missiles. Oh, decisions. Decisions. Okay. I know I've spent so much time on this. Oh, also reinforced legs. -50% death from above self-damage taken. So yeah, I absolutely also need tonnage to put assault jump jets on this thing. Tonnage and slots. So that I can death from above to see how little damage we take. That's... okay. So, for now... I'm just going to repair it. That's 800,000 in 24 days. Although, I am going to definitely put in the Inner Sphere Fire Control Advanced Targeting Computer. Because we need that multiplier to jam chance. If we ever hope to try the 120 mode, we absolutely need it. So, I think I'm just going to do that for now. 24 days, we'll figure out what to do then.
On it.
Okay. And then our Atlas... let's see. Death and Taxes currently has a light engine and absolutely no slots. Alright, that's a problem. That is a problem. I don't even remember exactly what I was planning on doing. I know drop in XL Clan. That frees up almost 5 tons. Then what? We do not have a Clan LRM 15, Clan LRM 20. We just have the Streak. And Streak takes up 7 tons, so... But we're going for long range with this build. Absolutely long range. 780, I think, is the shortest range. Yeah. So everything's over 700 meters. Right. The UAC 5 half ton. I think I'm just gonna switch the UAC 5 half ton and full ton, because I'm pretty sure the UAC 5 full ton gets used first. It is actually completely needed. Like, being able to fire more than just 7.5 times is... Actually, do we have another full bin? Because I think I might... No, we don't have another full bin. I think I might even be willing to spend the extra half ton for another... What? 8 shots? Yeah. 4 more alpha strikes with it. Just for those missions that run way too long. So. Right. We were going to put in... What am I doing? Engine cores. No, not that. That. No, that's right. Okay. I recall now. We need the Kodiak to be finished so we can take the 380 core out of the Kodiak and put it in the Atlas. And then take the Atlas, or take the 400 core that we have lying around and put it in Glory. So, yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, Red Shirt. We still have... How long has Red Shirt been out now? I mean... What does it even have in it? Hold on a second. Let me look and see what we have tied up in Red Shirt. A Clan Watchdog Suite... Clan AMS, Tracer machine gun ammo, so not much. We actually lost the good side. Oh, but we did have stuff that we had tied up that just popped over here whenever we canceled it. So whatever we had in here, I assume the machine gun pluses. Do I just scrap Red Shirt? Do I just scrap Red Shirt? I mean... That's 10 days, but only 188,000 to do that. I don't see anything super interesting except maybe the Watchdog Suite. So I will actually take that out just in case I decide to put that in a different mech. But other than that, yeah, that's fine. I don't see anything I'm worried about being in there. So we'll go ahead and validate that. I wasn't paying attention when I canceled it, so I don't remember how many C-bills I saved by doing this instead of whatever I was doing. But now it's only 10 days instead of however many days it was. But yeah, the Megas is, I think, more of a priority than Red Shirt. So this brings us to the question. If we want Glory up for 3 days, or we need 3 days to get Glory up, to pull the engine core out and put it in the Atlas, and then mess around with death and taxes a little bit. First of all, do we still have enough? No, we do not still have enough for the financial report and to put the engine into death and taxes. That is unfortunate. Because what I was about to say is maybe we travel, but we need more money first. So we have our primary people fatigued for 2 days, 3 days, whatever. Gray Matter, Glory, and Disco will be coming up in those 4 days. You know what? Let's... Financial report.
I've got the financial report.
Okay. Alright, so we still have 9 days on Falcon because he got injured, 1 day on Skyros, 2 days on Grey Matter, 1 day on Glory. Okay, so, just checking. 100-ton mech, 395 core. Oh, it's a 395, not a... I thought it was a 380. Well, it's still a little bit lighter than the 400, so maybe that will work. I thought it was a 380 for some reason. I mean, that's still... Oh, that's right. This thing doesn't have an XL engine yet. But it's 600,000 to drop in the new engine core. And it only weighs 4 tons less. Which means with an XL... Clan XL engine... 32.8 to 30... Not even 2 tons. Okay. So never mind, that's not what we're going to do with the Atlas. We need... I should have checked the store. I should have checked the store to see what there was before the financial report. I know there's not going to be clan tech, but... Heavy jump jets. I mean, we have 5, so we have enough to make 1 heavy mech jumpy. Yeah, there's... If I see a... I think 380 is what we're looking for. I think 380 will still be a... whatever the Kodiak has. A 4.6. I want to say 380 core is still a 4.6 move sprint. I think 375 is the point where it drops down. So we're specifically looking for a 380 core to try to squeeze a little bit more speed out of Death and Taxes. We need more money to be able to drop in the XL engine. And if we can drop in the XL engine, the heavier core... I don't know why Gauss was in the center torso. Oh, okay. I see. The Gauss was in the center torso because it can't explode. So as long as we don't lose the side torso and center torso, we'd still be able to shoot the Gauss. But honestly, it only has 8 shots. By the time the armor's gone, it's going to be almost empty anyway. But my idea is to put a supercharger into Death and Taxes. That requires us to free up a slot. So, with the bigger engine core, we can put in a engine heatsink +3 or +4, then drop heatsinks, which would then give us slots. Okay, so let me just make note of this real quick, and then we'll see what kind of tonnage we have left, if any, and figure out what to do with it then. Like maybe throw some more battle computers in, or some more Gauss ammo. Do we even have more Gauss ammo? Yes, we do. Okay, let me think for a second. Actually, that's really interesting. So... if we free up 1 ton... Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Unless we get clan LRMs or something else that we... Yeah. I can't think... I mean, unless we drop the heatsink, but... No. I think for now 8 shots of the Gauss rifle's fine. I'll add that to the list. Okay, so I think that will greatly improve death and taxes. It's going to probably cost us 4 or 5 million C-bills total. Probably $1 million to swap out the engine cores. It's $3.5 million just to put the XL engine in. So, yeah, that's going to cost us some money. Glory has her mech lances, which are melee weapons. The vibro claws, which are punches. And we have a lower melee weapon. So, +1 accuracy for physical melee attacks and plus 10% multiplier to physical attack damage. So, yeah. We need to fight some pirates and get some more melee stuff. Fire control blood sport, absolutely. +1 melee accuracy is always nice. Cockpit hot seat is already in there. Piloting A and B to keep the supercharger and cockpit hot seat from exploding. And an AR-24 sheath beacon, because why not? I mean, what other sensors are we... Well, then again... Sniper sensors gives us 1 ECM bonus of 1. And it, more importantly, gives us 10% increased sight, or 15% increased sight range. Which we have to have sight to be able to punch things. So, where's that, where is it? Watchdog Sweet Clan. Okay. And then we still have tonnage left over. I mean, we already have a probe built into the Watchdog Suite. We already have TSM built into the cockpit. We already have a supercharger. Mask doesn't work with the cockpit hot seat. I really want a Dreadnought gyro for this thing. I'm gonna replace that composite with Clan Indo. Because I do not want to have, just for example, right torso, 105 structure would drop down to 53-ish. 52, 53. That's like medium mech territory. I would much rather have the full 105 structure, just in case they get through all of the armor. I mean, it's not like we're hurting for slots. And I could add some weapons to the torso to fire into melee. Which maybe I will. Specifically, maybe SRM-6 Valiant, because they're probably gonna be open after I punch them, and that's got a double crit chance. So I would need SRM ammo, and if we only have a half ton of LK. Okay. I mean, we're always going to be firing at point blank. Sure. Why not? And then we only have 1 ballistic slot. So maybe we use the arm... Well, no, because we can't use... I'm pretty sure physical melee weapon and punch both prevent you from firing arm-mounted weapons. So maybe I'll put the lower melee on the same side as the weapon systems. Oh no, that's right. I just got done saying that. Can't fire arm-mounted weapons into melee. However, we can fire a light machine gun array into melee from the torso. Do we have light machine gun ammo? Please tell me. Yes, we do. That's... okay. Unfortunate. So... that's 100. And it fires... it says it expends 4 ammunition per shot. I think that means if it's set to ×3, it's actually firing 12 ammunition. Which means we need a lot more than just 100. We might even need more than 300. But, I mean, we're not going to be shooting that much. We're only going to be shooting when we punch. And it's just going to be to crit stuff out if it doesn't just die outright from the punches. So, with that, I mean, can Watchdog Suite ping? No. The Watchdog Suite cannot sensor ping. Which means literally all we're going to be able to do is run at them. We're not going to have anything to do if we don't get into range to punch them. So would I rather have the Sheath Beacon? I think I would rather have the Sheath Beacon. Yeah, I know. Okay. So now with the AR-24 Sheath Beacon, we can AoE sensor lock with the Sheath Beacon. So if we're not in range to punch, we have something else we can do. That also frees up the tonnage we need to make it work. Oh, we have just standard cooling. Where is it? That. And just toss a regular double heatsink kit in. Boom. That's all the heat efficiency we need, right? Cockpit hot seat generates 30 heat per turn. Supercharger does not generate heat. So even if we fire, that's only 12, 21. The Vibro Claws generate heat, 9 heat per turn. Okay. We actually do have to be concerned about cooling, actually. So, let's forget about all this crit nonsense. Forget about all that. Let's just get this thing running cool. So that we can run at things faster. Because if you start overheating, you actually move slower. Which is completely counter to what we want to do. Now, we can totally add in those weapons to crit stuff out once we upgrade to an XL engine eventually. Which I'm sure we will eventually upgrade to a Clan XL engine. But for now, just to drop it where we can. Do we even have... Yes, we do. Okay. Double heat sink. Double heat sink. What are we looking for? So the cockpit is 30 heat per turn. The mech lances do not generate any heat. The Vibro Claws generate 9 heat each, so that's 18 heat per turn. So 18, 48. Actually, yeah, we are super overcooling. So let me... they do. The mech lances do generate heat. And the heat change is based on your evasion. So I have no idea how much heat those things are going to generate. So I would definitely rather just completely and utterly overcool the mech and then see if it's enough. Wait, why does it say 60? I'm confused. Doesn't the double heatsink kit make it 60 on its own? Why does it say 42? I'm confused. So it's 12. What? I'm confused. Why is it only showing 12 cooling? Did the modders change it? No, it's not showing the cockpit hot seat. Oh, there it is. Well, I would take the vibro claws off to see if that's why. Mech lances, maybe? No. Why is it showing 12 with single heatsink cooling? I am actually very, very confused right now. Okay, well, for whatever reason, that's funky. Okay, so 42 heat from a double heatsink kit. Is that just... And it goes up to 48. So did they just... I need to actually check all my other mechs now, because I just patched and I realized they might have changed heat sinking. Completely. That would be absolutely terrifying, because I would have to rework every single mech, I think. Well, I'm now sinking 60 heat per turn, which is, I think, what we figured out was baseline. So let's throw in an extra heat sink just to be sure, and put it all on the other side for the most part. Alright, and go ahead, armor up a little bit. I mean, armor up completely. We actually do stand a good chance of getting shot in the back pretty often. So I think I'll do that. Because we have nothing in that arm. If the arm gets blown off, it gets repaired, nothing lost. And that gives us a half ton for, I guess, another half ton of machine gun ammo if we get it, or whatever. I mean, is there any other cool stuff we have that we can put in here? Not really. I think that's about done. Got our supercharger, cockpit hot seat. We can drop in a gyro at some point in the future. Drop in an XL engine at some point in the future. But yeah. But is all this necessary? I mean, I think it is. I think because of how much heat it just generates on its own, if we don't put in the cooling, I don't think we'll be able to actually close range with the enemies. I think we'll just overheat just by running. So then we wouldn't be able to use the cockpit hot seat. Plus, this gives us a chance to go to another planet and find a mech warrior to put in this thing, because I want a gladiator for glory. I want that bonus. So, I think we're going to do that. We're going to bench the idea of upgrading Death and Taxes for now. We don't even have what we need to do it, so we'll just, for now, set that aside. But I'm gonna say this is a build, and then again, once we get a full ton of light machine gun ammo, just slop that in there and call it done. So, okay.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
I am gonna drop on a mission before we leave. Let me go ahead and check the hiring hall. Nope.
Ready to get it on.
Nope.
Yes, Commander.
Nope.
Yeah?
Nope. I think I already looked through these guys.
I'm
Pretty
receiving.
sure I already looked through everyone here.
Reporting.
So yeah, we need to travel to like a travel hub or something that's gonna have better mech warriors. More to choose from. But for now, let's get some more money first on a quick mission. So, Falcon's out, which means Bulwark's going to be back in Death and Taxes. Does he have any points? Yes, he does. Controlled burst. Confirm. Confirm.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Also give him guts.
Mech
So
warrior training complete.
that way he doesn't panic out or, you know, have as much of a chance of bleeding to death. Jin doesn't have Gladiator. For some reason, I thought she had Gladiator. Doesn't even have Reckless. I mean, Wealthy's nice because it halves her upkeep, so I guess that's why I bought her. But yeah, she can just keep training the simulators. Guts, very important. Guts is very, very important now that now that the 'Tis But a Scratch is implemented. So I want everyone to have at least 6 guts, if possible.
What is it already?
Mech warrior training complete.
Alright.
Ready.
Okay.
Training.
Actually, he can get a piloting too. I was gonna wait to get Warlord on him. But Skyros is in Disco. So...
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay, we got Squire, who is still just kind of standing by.
Yeah, Commander.
Starfish, get some more piloting, sure.
Mech warrior training complete.
How can I help?
Warden, more guts.
Training complete.
And Zed, more guts.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright. So, again, until I get everyone to guts 6 or higher, I'm not going to be super comfortable, thanks to 'Tis But a Scratch.
Ready for order.
But, for now, it'll have to do. Right. So, dropping on a mission and then traveling is, I think, the plan.